Welcome to my very first official YouTube video. I actually wanted to make this for my fellow entertainers and performers, and really anybody who stumbles across this and just was looking for some guidance. Full disclaimer, I have never tinted my brows myself. I have had brow tints done. I actually worked at a salon for a little while, so I kind of learned how all this stuff works there. I am so lazy. I hate doing my makeup for videos. Every once in a while I'll have an idea that I want to do, but I am not a big makeup person in my personal life, and I don't like to do a ton of makeup if I can avoid it. I like to use things like lash extensions, brow tints, lash tints to kind of serve as makeup replacement. If you like a more dramatic look, you will probably still want to do something on top of this. I have here the Refectocil. I guess this is what I'm supposed to do, right? The hand thing? I don't know why that's a thing, but I guess it is. There we go. So I have the Refectocil hair dye cream in light brown, so this is the 3.1, and as you can see, my eyebrows are actually, there's still a little bit of tint left on them. My eyebrows are really light. Brow tint really just helps bring out facial framing. It helps really define my features without having to do my brows every morning. So this is the Oxidant, which essentially activates the dye. I have read online in reviews that you can use it without. I just like to follow the directions. I'm not into science experiments. Personally, you can do whatever you want. The instructions say 10 drops Oxidant liquid. Oh, this is the cream, so actually I'm going to use more of this. I did not realize there was a difference. So this is actually the Oxidant cream. Like I said, this is my first time doing this, so we're learning together. Refectocil Oxidant cream. Apparently there is a liquid and a cream. So this is the cream version. Just so you know, I got these products from a website called Glad Girl, I think. I will link it in the description. I don't have an affiliate link. I'm not paid anything. It was super easy to order everything that I needed for this, and also for my lash tint and for applying fake lashes. Super easy. It was really affordable. Anyway, 3/4 of an inch of the cream to 15 to 20 drops of this Oxidant cream. I don't like that they use an actual measurement as opposed to like a ratio, but we're gonna work with it. So I did not realize that if you order a kit, you get this cute little like mixing cup. I did not get a kit. I just ordered everything kind of separately, mix and match. I had to make something work, so I have this little leftover jar from Trader Joe's facial scrub, which by the way, I really like. Anyway, I like to keep little glass jars around exactly for this reason, because every once in a while they come in handy. One of these little guys. This is just to kind of comb it through the hair, just to make sure that it really gets dispersed evenly. I ordered this little brush. I'm not super happy with the shape of the brush, honestly. I thought that it would be angled. I'm gonna use it anyway, and we're gonna see how it goes because I don't have anything else lying around that I want to use and potentially ruin. I did also see a tip in another video, which I will try to find and link somewhere. I don't know how this works. Here, I don't know how any of this works. In that video, she actually used a damp Q-tip to get the shape afterwards, because you do have some leeway once you apply it before it really starts to set. So you can be a little messy at first. I don't have Q-tips, didn't feel like running out and getting them, so I'm using a makeup sponge. We're making it work. I don't know. Actually, I'm gonna put my hair up first because I do not want to get this stuff on my hair. One thing I also want to mention that I have read, and this was my experience getting my eyebrows tinted recently, I do not think it was the same brand. I did not catch the brand that he used when he applied it, but I'm fairly certain because he did not wipe it off when he was done. He just applied it and left it on. It may be a little dark when you first apply it, when you first see the results. However, I think it's not as extreme as the tint that I got done recently, because that was like crazy dark for a few days. My boyfriend actually joked that it felt like he came home to my sister. This is not gonna be like that, I think. We're gonna find out. I don't know. It comes with this little mixing tool. I think I'm just gonna use the brush. This does not look like it's gonna be super effective for mixing, but Nice little touch, I guess. I'm just gonna read what the instructions say and then we're gonna go from there. Hair must be dry and free of oil. Just so you know, I've already done my face stuff for the day. I avoided applying anything to my eyebrows and I already kind of wiped everything off. I'm probably gonna wipe it off actually one more time before we start. Mix 3/4 inch of Refectocil cream hair dye with 10 drops of Refectocil Oxidant liquid or 15 to 20 drops of Oxidant cream, which is what we have, the cream, until you get a creamy paste. Apply this paste without delay using the applicator. Is this supposed to be the applicator then? Is that what that is? Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. After the application time, cleanse with a cotton pad and water. Application time. All right, so the time is a little bit different for the different colors. So 3.1 light brown says 5 to 10 minutes. Now, I don't mind my tint being a little darker because I have seen the results that come from this and they're very natural looking, so I am going to leave it on for the full 10 minutes. That is also to ensure that it does get some of the skin underneath because I do like to have the skin stain underneath as well. After the proper application time, depending on desired intensity, first wipe the hair with a dry piece of cotton and then remove the rest of the paste with a damp cotton pad. Remove color spots on the skin with tint remover. I don't think we have to worry about that. Am I supposed to shake this? It does not say. Just gonna shake it. From what I have seen, this paste is supposed to be pretty thick. This is what we got going on here right now. That's probably about 3/4 of an inch. I don't know what that even means. I really wish they had done a ratio instead of this weird arbitrary measurement thing, but what can you do? By the way, I'm not vegan, but I just want to point out this is vegan friendly if that's something that you are concerned about or something that you try to, you know, incorporate into your lifestyle. And before I mix that, actually I'm just going to, just a baby wipe, just to get any extra oils or anything. I just did like a last minute tweeze. I'm not super thrilled with my brow tweeze thing, but I can always go back in and fix it later, so it's not that big of a deal. 15 to 20 drops. Let's see, I'm gonna err on the side of 20 because I think I went a little over the 3/4 of an inch. I have also heard this is not an exact science either, so if it's a little off, not the end of the world. 19. I think one drop snuck by me earlier, so I'm just going to stop at 19. We've got our product. That's what it looks like. It's kind of gross looking actually. So we're just going to mix this up here. This paste apparently is supposed to be about the consistency of like toothpaste. So it's getting a little too watery. Add a little more of the cream dye, and if it's not turning into a paste and it's just super duper thick, just add a little bit more of the oxidant. Make sure I really mix this well. I do want to take a second to apologize about the super duper annoying noise that my bathroom fan makes. We have not been able to fix it and we have not gotten around to replacing it. So here we are. Really trying to make sure that this gets mixed evenly so that there's no weirdness or anything when it develops. But like I said, a bunch of people in the reviews that I read and watched said that it is not a super exact science. So, you know, if it's a little bit off, you'll still get the same result essentially. Okay, this looks pretty mixed. I'll show you guys that. And I'll see if you guys can see paste in there. All right, cool. Now we're gonna do the application. I'm gonna try to keep you guys in the loop here, but I need to use my mirror. And I'm going to apply it quite thick. The thicker you put it on initially, I think the longer it lasts because it takes longer to fade. I'm getting a little messy here. I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't want to cake this on here. I just want to get a nice thick even layer. And I'm also not being super careful anyway because it does not, like, I don't know if you can see, I went like super nuts with it. It doesn't really stain your skin that much, and like I said, you know, we're gonna adjust it here. Really wish I'd used the triangle for this. Oh, and I wiped it off my hair. Good job. I really should have gotten Q-tips, but I am lazy and I suffer for it. Really hope that tail comes out okay. And then I'm just going to brush that through very, very gently with this guy. Okay, I'm pretty satisfied with that eye. And like I said, this, I went super crazy because it's not gonna be nearly as crazy when you take it off. You should probably pay attention to what time it is. I went pretty fucking crazy on that one. And let's clean that up. Remember, brows are sisters, not twins. whatever. Just follow the shape of your brows. Follow whatever you normally do to pencil or powder your brows. One of my brows is higher than the other. You can probably tell. This one, the arch is higher. I don't know why. That's just how it be. I can see it's already developing. They're not quite equidistant in the middle. You can probably see, maybe not. Sisters, not twins. I'm pretty okay with this. I can live with this. Arch on this one's a little bit different. This is actually much more of a natural arch than I normally do. I don't know how this came out this way, but I actually kind of, I like the shape. I like the shape that is happening here. Let's see, what time is it? So we're gonna give this, I don't know, another 4 or 5 minutes. So you can see it's pretty dark right now. It's not gonna be this dark when I wipe it off, I promise. While this is developing, I wanna go over some tips to make your tint last longer. The tint that I just got, it was supposed to last about a week, I was told, max 2 weeks. And like I just said, I actually still had a little bit left from that tint, and that was October, and it's now, what is time? Time isn't real, it's 2020. It's November 22nd, so the tint actually lasted about 3 weeks before I finally just was like, all right, it's done, I'm gonna start washing my face properly again. Not properly, just the way that I normally do. The biggest thing, I think, is how you do your skincare. So when you wash your face, for example, for my nighttime routine, I like to wash my face in the shower, last thing I do, and then when I get out, I finish my routine. I still do that, however, I don't rinse in the shower. So what I do is, and you can do this with a sink, whatever, pat water on most of your face, avoid this whole area. This whole area, avoid. If you really want to try, you can try to get kind of underneath really, really carefully, but I just avoid this whole area. Make sure you're not getting any drips in your eyebrows. Apply whatever it is you're using to cleanse. Use a washcloth. Just whatever, small towel, just wet it and just wipe it off very carefully and avoid your eyebrows. Same thing with any products that you apply. You want to avoid applying any kind of products to your eyebrows, with the exception of brow makeup, but just understand that if you use brow makeup and you use any kind of makeup remover, it will affect the tint, probably. At least that's how it was with the one that I had before. I don't know if that's how it's gonna be with this one. We'll see. In general, avoid any kind of makeup remover, avoid soap, avoid products, avoid putting anything that does not absolutely have to go in this area. That, in and of itself, will extend the life of your tint probably by a good week. And then, you know, obviously try not to like rub your eyebrows. No exfoliants, no scrubs, definitely in that area. I think you get the idea. So it's 3:01. I'm kind of nervous. I kind of want to leave it on a little longer. I wish I'd gone a little bit more with the arch, but it's okay. I don't normally use a brush on my brows. I normally just use a pencil. For a first pass, I think the shape is okay. Let me just double check here. First, wipe the hair with a dry piece of cotton, and then remove the rest of the paste with a damp cotton pad. So I do actually have cotton balls, like a responsible adult. Not Q-tips though. Q-tips are infinitely more useful. I am going to remove with this cotton ball first, and then I'm gonna wipe with a baby wipe. So let's see, maybe let's see if can I do it here without dying? Let's see. We have something here. I think I'm actually going to do another pass with this. Like I said, this stuff comes out really, really natural looking. Don't worry too much about messing it up and take your time with it. This is super duper natural looking. Wow. I think I'm definitely gonna go back in for another 10 minutes. I don't know if you guys can tell. Can you see the difference? Try to slide up a little bit. Yeah, this doesn't really get the skin so much. It does like the tiniest bit. Yeah, that came out like okay. Oh, by the way, I'm not wearing any other makeup. I'm sure you noticed, but just disclaimer, this is me fresh-faced, nothing. Not a drop, not a speck of anything. So don't judge me. It's a little late for that in the video, I guess, huh? I'm really digging this. It is really subtle. It's a little more subtle than I would like. I'm gonna go back in. And by the way, when you mix it up by the directions, you will have plenty of paste left. So if you do decide to go back in, you'll be totally fine. I do want to note, I do feel a little bit of stinginess. Not stinginess exactly, but you know, just a little bit of something from the peroxide. If you do have super sensitive skin, just be aware, and I would definitely patch test. My skin is not super sensitive, so I did not patch test. I'm super irresponsible when it comes to that. I don't ever patch test anything, but I feel obligated to encourage you to patch test. All right, so we're gonna go back in, and we'll see how this looks after a second pass. I'm gonna try to get a little bit, I'm actually gonna use the baby wipe to clean this up because I think my fingers are a little bit more precise. handy sponge. Try to get this arch going a little more because I like a little arch in my brow. I think that's a little more arch than last time, right? Yeah, I think we did. We did better this time with that. And I'm going to really lay it on here. I might actually leave this on longer than I'm supposed to. Do not be like me. Or do. I don't know. Do whatever you want. That's pretty... That's not bad, right? Not bad, babe. This is like a totally different shape than the first time. And it's probably not even gonna look that different. It's just gonna be darker. Don't be afraid to dig in. I'm like just giant, enormous glob of stuff. This is probably that's way too much actually. Fun fact, this eyebrow that I'm doing now, I actually have a scar from when I fell off a bike going very fast down a hill and I braked too quickly when I was like 7 years old. So I have this scar and it makes my hairs grow kind of weird at the tail. So sometimes the tail can be a little tricky. Oh, that's a big old gob right there. All right, settle down. See, now I'm just getting crazy. Now I'm too comfortable. Just gooping this stuff on. As you can see, it's pretty messy. This is the side that I cleaned up. But don't be afraid to be messy because you can always kind of play with it while it's developing and it's not really gonna make a huge difference. So let's clean that up a little bit. A lot of it, because this side is way messier than the other one was. Just a giant gob right there. It actually looks really gross on the baby wipes. I don't want to show you. I just had a little bit of a snafu actually because my camera ran out of space, so I've just been letting this develop while I delete a bunch of stuff frantically. Sisters, not twins. Alright, that's better. I'm much happier with that. I'm actually going to leave this on for a minute this time, like a while. Once again, I can live with it. I'm actually going to wait 10 minutes from now. We'll see what happens. I really hope that I'm not making like a massive mistake, so we'll see. So we are back and it has been about 15 minutes. I actually added an extra 5 on there just because I really don't feel like doing this again if it's not enough for what I'm going for. By the way, I do want to add a quick warning. Be careful where you set things down and be careful of any spillage. It's a paste, so it shouldn't go everywhere, but I got yelled at about this a lot as a kid. Whenever I would dye my hair or do anything involving any kind of dye, I would get stuff all over the bathroom and my stepdad would get super mad at me and he would yell at me, and so I'm just having flashbacks to that. But I did get a little bit on the sink and it is a little bit dyed. I think it'll be fine once I put some bleach on it later, but I just want to let you guys know, be careful where you put stuff down. Be careful if you have any drips or splashes, make sure you get them right away so you don't have to deal with it later. That said, let's wipe this stuff off, right? Alright, let's see. Oh, this is looking way better already. I'm already liking this a lot more. Part of me is tempted to actually not wipe it off with a damp thing either and just leave it on my skin. One other thing I do want to mention is that it will stain your fingernails and you will not be able to bleach that out. So just be mindful of that if you have long nails or if you have fake nails or gel or any kind of anything. I just have whatever. My nails look like crap right now, but just be aware of that. Okay, so this is already way more like what I was going for, and I am actually really happy with this. Yeah, I'm really happy with this. So I'm not wiping this off super hardcore actually, just so that there's a little bit kind of left on there. I don't know if I should do that or not, just so that it lasts longer. And I'm kind of just doing like this. So it did actually get my skin a lot more this time. So I don't know if you can see that. I'm way happier with this. This looks way better than when I got them done. Like right after I got them done, my eyebrows were so dark. I did not want to go anywhere with them for the first like day. So I would totally just roll out to the store right now and be fine with this. It looks so natural. I love it. I love it. What do you guys think? So that was my little experiment. I've never done this myself before. I have, you know, dyed my hair and stuff before. I've mixed, you know, dyes and tints and oxidants, whatever. I've done that stuff before, but this was totally new territory for me. So I am pretty pleased with the results. I don't know. I I hope you guys like it as much as I like it. So, can you tell I'm so happy about this? I was really worried that it was gonna go sideways somehow, but I figured it's pretty foolproof. Just do some impressions really quick. This brand is really foolproof, I think, because it's super, super natural, the first coat that you put on, and if you like that, stick with that, and if you want more, you just add more, and just, you know, be sure that you're not irritating your skin. I do get a little bit of tinglies after the peroxide. It's not super crazy. There's no irritation really. It's not red or anything like that. So, I don't know, I'm pretty happy with this. I do wish that I'd gotten my arches a little bit better, but it's okay. I'll get them next time. So this is just a super, super duper natural look. I did just want to add one note. I actually took one more look and I am going to go back in and just fill in these arches a little bit because the arches did not come out quite as full as I wanted. So I am just kind of filling in some little patchy areas and it's just a little touch up. So I just wanted to add on this into the video and I'll be back in like 15 minutes, I don't know. I just wanted to come back super quick and show you guys the totally finished product, I guess, finished result. Okay, I just took my hair out so it's all crazy. Like I said, it's super natural. It's a little dark right now. It will lighten up and fade a little bit over the next couple days to the right color. Actually, it kind of matches my crazy ass roots right now. So yeah, thanks for watching. I think this product is awesome. I'm gonna keep using it. It's super foolproof, really easy. I feel really confident using it again. I'm just gonna keep doing it myself. I'm really happy with my results. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if there's any other kind of beauty tips, tricks, whatever videos that you want me to make. I don't know what this channel is gonna be yet. I'm obviously still in the infancy stages of exploring YouTube as a platform. So I'm kind of just gonna be throwing random stuff up. If you think I'm cool, if you like hearing me talk about stuff, industry stories, tips for entertainers and performers, I'll be doing some like beauty stuff, I'll be doing fitness, health content, stories, lifestyle content. I don't know, I'm just gonna throw a bunch of stuff up, and if you like the sound of that and you are not sick of me by the end of this video, then, you know, feel free to drop me a subscribe. And I don't know how to end these. I never know how to end talking videos. So I'm just gonna go. Thanks for watching.